Alright, let's take a look at the locomotives that I ran today. This one here is a Walters Trainline GP15-1 that I repainted to Cincinnati Eastern locomotive 1686. These locomotives are really good runners, the Walters Trainlines. I have another one over there. But this one I repainted to Cincinnati Eastern. Like I said, it runs really good. It's quiet. Really nice. So let's take a look at another locomotive. All right, here's another locomotive I ran. The PTS in Ohio. This is old Athearn blue box. I think a GP7. Not sure. GP7, GP9. I don't know. I just call them GPs. So repainted it and decaled it to PTS in Ohio, which is my fantasy railroad. Someday, maybe I'll build it. But it's a really good runner for Athearn blue box. Runs really well. So take a look at another locomotive. All right, these two locomotives right here are part of my Melvin stone rock train that I built a while back. I still need to add decals to this locomotive, so, and I haven't got around to doing it yet. But that's an Athearn Blue Box SD40-2. And then the old Indiana, Ohio paint scheme. This one. So it's an SD40-2 also. Both Athearn Blue Boxes, both powered. Run really well. I like these locomotives. So this is something that would have ran on the line I grew up on. So it's really cool. And then I made all those rock cars. And I still got more over there in the drawer. I think I got 16 of them all together. I can't remember how many I'm running on here though. But it took me a good while to build all those. Those are made out of those Union Pacific hopper cars right there. I just added ribs to them, a little bit better ribs, and painted them, and then added the loads and decals and all that. And it took me a good while to build all those. Another Indiana, Ohio locomotive that I built, it's Athearn Blue Box. I can't remember what locomotive it is. I got 4, 5, 6 of them now. I can't keep track of which is which. But that one runs good. It's a nice looking locomotive. A little piece of something on the top there. Probably want a little piece of styrofoam out of the tunnel or something. But just ran a short little train with it. Center beam car there. That's one of the McKean cars right there. That center beam. It's a pretty nice car. And then a Pro Car tank car, and those two covered hoppers that I did there a while back. So, but another Athearn Blue Box, custom painted to Indiana, Ohio. Runs really well. All right, here's another Indiana, Ohio locomotive. It's an Athearn Blue Box locomotive. I can't remember. I'll have to look on the box and see what it is. There's so many of them. But as you can tell, I like the Indiana, Ohio. So, and it was just pulling just some random cars. You know, I need to get some metal wheels and some more nicer cars, I think. Starting to get a lot of like locomotives to run that I like. You know, I need some nicer cars to run with these Indiana and Ohio locomotives, I think. So we'll take a look at another one. Now this is the Cincinnati Eastern locomotive. One of the first ones I did. They used to use this locomotive on the line over there. I think they've don't use it anymore. It's parked over there in Sardinia, but they don't use it anymore. They just got the two GP15-1s and the SD40 and a little switcher they use. Mainly while they use. I don't know if it still is operational or if it's broke down or what, but I thought it was a really cool locomotive. Like I said, when I first started building Cincinnati Eastern locomotives, this was the first one. And they ran it on the line there for a while. And then they had the SD40-2 that ran for, it still runs. But I have built it. And Then they got the GP15-1s. They got 2 of those. So here recently they've took this one off the line for some reason. I don't know why for sure. But it's sitting there in Sardinia. So, but it's cool. It's like an old, I don't know what road it originally came from. But it's painted like this. Got the blackout on the sides and stuff. You know, it's not very fancy. And it's an old locomotive. So I tried to capture that with this. That looks pretty cool. I think it's a B27 or something. And this is like actually a B33 or something. I had to change around a little bit to like to rework some of the windows for the cab and stuff. But it's pretty close to looking like it. But it runs really good. It's an Athearn Blue Box locomotive too. Then of course the Virginia and Ohio locomotive here. I believe this is the Trainmaster one that I built. Runs really well. Of course, it's the Athearn Blue Box, just like all the others. My favorite locomotives, I think, Athearn. Inexpensive, look really good, run really good, I think, sometimes, and easy to get parts for. So that's what I try to stick with, is a lot of the Athearn Blue Boxes when I can. And I was just pulling some UP cars. But gotta love the V&O. And another V&O locomotive, I believe this is the SD40-2 high hood. I don't know if they ever had any on the layout or anything, but I picked this locomotive up a while back and painted it to this paint scheme. It's an Athearn Blue Box. It's got a custom shell. Somebody either made it or something, I don't know. It's an Athearn Blue Box, never had a high-nosed SD40-2. But I always wanted one, and I found this one, and it was undecorated, so I painted to V&O. I figured if it's a, needs painted some, I might as well just paint it to the V&O. You can't go wrong with that. So, and it runs really well too. And I think I added some details to that too, like the hand grabs for the nose and the rear and stuff like that. It's a really nice locomotive. And it was just pulling some containers and a couple box cars. So, but it's a really good locomotive. I really like that one. And since we're looking at stuff here, I built another boat. I haven't finished it yet. It's going to be a video on it, but I'll just give you a little sneak peek. It's just like a little steam powered boat, some kind. So I just have to run all the riggings and stuff, and still got to put the rudder on the rear. But it's mostly together. I've been working on a video on it. I picked it up a while back at a hobby shop and thought, it's a pretty good price. I figured it'd be maybe a good addition. So I think it's going to set right there when it's all finished. So, like I said, there'll be a video out on it. When I get it done, I'm not sure when. All right, here's another project I've been working on. There'll be a video on this. Indiana and Ohio locomotive. 4432 is the road number. And it's an AC 44-9W. It's one of the newer ones they got and just repainted it, and it's out on the line now. You'll see it running up through Wilmington and other places once in a while. So I'm gonna finish this up, and gonna be in Ohio 4432, one of the newer ones I got. So then I got a couple other Indiana Ohio locomotives I'm getting ready to build also over there, but I haven't painted them or nothing yet. So that's an Athearn ready to run locomotive. And also doing a Crusader, another one. There won't be no video on this one. This is for a friend of mine. So he printed it off a while back, and he asked me if I could paint it for him, so I painted it. So when I get some decals, we're going to decal it. But like I said, there won't be no video on it. It's pretty much the same thing as mine. Looks like it's just this 3D print didn't come out as nice as mine, so I don't know why. But it's still pretty nice though. I mean, but it's just not really as smooth, But I'm sure in the video it looks really good. So, but that's it for projects I got going on right now. Well, hey everybody, thought I'd just do a just a video on running some of my favorite roads, you know. Got the PTS in Ohio, my fantasy line. And then, you know, it's going to operate from like Peebles to Portsmouth, Ohio. And then you got the Cincinnati Eastern, which I became a big fan of here in the last couple of years. And it's just right down the street, like 10 minutes away. So I got some of their locomotives. And then, of course, everybody loves the Virginia and Ohio. So, you know, I've got a few of those. And then probably one of my favorites, the Indiana and Ohio. And I got the Melvin rock train here. So I built it all. It's got, I think, a total of 16 cars that I did for it. I didn't run all 16. But I really became a big fan of the Indiana, Ohio, just because they operate the lines I grew up on there, going from around the Wilmington area, from Cincinnati, Columbus, runs to Wilmington, and then out the Greenfield branch, they run out that way. I grew up out there outside of Martinsville for a couple of years when I was a little kid, and was up on the hill watching trains. So, wasn't Indiana, Ohio back then. I think it was, gosh, I had a CSX for a while before Indiana, Ohio took it over, I think, and then I remember when it was chassis system, I think. I used to walk the tracks, and I found a bunch of chassis system pencils one time when I was a little kid. I had a chassis system on, it was pretty cool. And you'll find all kinds of weird stuff along the tracks. And then when I lived out there past Martinsville out there, I'd sit on the hill after I got out of school and just watch trains there. Seen a lot of cool trains. Seen Amtrak come through Martinsville, outside of Martinsville there one time. And then outside of Wilmington, I've seen all kinds of trains. I've seen the circus train. It was probably in the late 70s, mid-late 70s, something like that. Things have changed though. But said Indiana, Ohio became one of my favorites. So leave down in the comments what your favorite roads are. We'll see who what road gets put in the comments the most. Maybe UP or Pennsylvania. I used to be a big UP guy, I still am, but I love the Indiana, Ohio. Just leave down in the comments what your favorite is. Maybe there's something I've never heard of, which I'm sure there is, because I'm just around here. So, but been a while since I've done anything. I can get some new glasses so I can see what I'm doing. And trying to get into an eye doctor is just, wait and wait and wait. So let's get that taken care of, and I can get some of these projects finished up. So there's other Indiana. I got a bunch of Indiana, Ohio locomotives to build. I got that one I started, and then there's another one, and I can't remember what the red number is. And then there's gonna be some more when I get some more locomotives, I think. But and then that little steamboat over there, that's kind of cool, and I got to get my glasses so I can see to do the rigging and stuff. So, hope y'all enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.